Have you ever opened your investment app, looked at the number, and thought, is this even going anywhere? Maybe you've saved $5,000, maybe $20,000. Maybe you finally crossed 30K after years of trying. And $1 million? It feels like another planet. But here's something most people don't understand. When you reach $100,000 invested, you're not 10% of the way to $1 million. You're much closer than that. I'm Mr. Oak, and today I'm going to show you why the first 100K changes everything, and how ordinary consistency can quietly turn into extraordinary wealth. The lie most people believe. Most people think money grows in a straight line. Save 10K, you're 10K closer. Save 50K, you're halfway to 100K. Simple math. But wealth doesn't grow in a straight line. It grows like a snowball rolling downhill, slow at first, then unstoppable. Let's use real numbers. Imagine you invest $100 per week. Not $1,000, not some unrealistic number. Just $100. That's about a few restaurant visits, random online shopping, small lifestyle upgrades. If that $100 per week earns an average 8% per year, here's what happens. It takes around 12 years to reach your first $100,000. 12 years sounds long, but here's the key. During those 12 years, you are doing most of the work. You contribute about $62,000. The market adds roughly $38,000. Compound interest is just getting started. Now, watch what changes. After $100,000, the engine turns on. It no longer takes 12 years to add another 100K. It takes about 6 years to go from 100K to 200K, half the time. Why? Because now your money is helping you push. At $200,000, you've contributed under 100K total, but your investments have created over 100K by themselves. At this point, you're not 20% of the way to 1 million. You're roughly halfway there in terms of effort and time. The $1 million moment. Keep doing the same thing. Same $100 per week, same patience, same discipline. Around year 36, your account crosses $1 million. But here's the crazy part. You only personally invested about $187,000. The other $800,000 plus? That was time. That was compounding. That was letting your money work while you slept. And now your investments may generate around $80,000 per year in returns alone. Almost your first 100K every year. Why most people never reach this? It's not because they're stupid. It's not because they don't earn enough. It's because the beginning feels boring. Slow growth feels discouraging. We live in a world of instant food, instant credit, instant entertainment. But wealth is built slowly, then suddenly. Most people quit before the snowball starts rolling. What about market crashes? Markets fall. They always have. But crashes are discounts. If you're investing weekly, downturns mean you buy more shares at lower prices. When recovery comes, and historically it always has, those discounted shares multiply your growth. The long-term investor wins. The emotional investor loses. Why $100,000 is psychological power? When your account hits 6 figures, something shifts. You stop hoping. You start believing. Returns begin looking meaningful. A good year might add 15K, 20K, sometimes more. You see proof. That's why investors like Charlie Munger often said the first 100K is the hardest because it requires discipline before results feel exciting. The Mr. Oak perspective. Think of wealth like planting an oak tree. The first years, you see almost nothing, but underground, roots are growing. Once the foundation is deep enough, growth above the surface accelerates. $100,000 is when your financial roots are strong. After that, time becomes your greatest ally. The real secret? It's not stock picking. It's not crypto. It's not timing the market. It's consistency. Simple index investing, patience, ignoring noise. Even something basic like tracking the S&P 500 has historically averaged around 10% annually over long periods. Boring works. Final thought. 36 years will pass whether you invest or not. The only question is, when that time passes, will you have an oak tree or an empty field? This is Mr. Oak. Plant wisely.